Hey, we're back with some more Ghost Trick. Probably going to be a slightly shorter stream today. Only started at 3:20. I spent most of my streaming time editing and time stamping my birthday stream from yesterday. Thanks for everyone who came out and made it a special one. It was a real blast. I got to do a lot of Am I the Asshole stuff. Now it's time to react to a game instead of the fools of Reddit. It looks like the kidnappers made a big mistake. The girl in the trunk was Detective Jowd's daughter, Kamala, not the minister's daughter. When I got back to the Justice Minister's office, things were getting even more out of hand. The devastated man was being grilled by the fiery detective lady. I told Lynne what I found out about the kidnapping, and that it wasn't the Justice Minister's daughter who had been abducted. That the kidnappers had been holed up in Kamala's old house, and that they sensed my presence and were already gone. But Kamala? Why do they have Kamala? Her father isn't the stupid old Justice Minister. I think this stupid old part is a little uncalled for. I mean, no, have you met the guy? It looks like the kidnappers made a mistake somehow. The poor girl, kidnapped for the ransom of her own father's execution. It's just too much. It's a cruel twist of fate, I agree. And then there are those other twists, too. Like the kidnappers widening up and using Kamala's old house as their hideout. There's no way it could be just coincidence. And them sensing my presence. They seem to know about the powers of the dead. I just don't understand any of it. I told you before, Detective. I want you to stand back. Who cares about distance at a time like this? Look, Mr. Minister. It wasn't your daughter that was kidnapped. Don't try to pretend you didn't hear what he was saying. Ah! How can I believe in you? I'm a realist. Please. If you don't believe what we say, see for yourself. Just call home and... I tried calling 100 times. My wife won't answer. She won't? It's complicated. Oh, why does life have to be such a complicated thing? But if she doesn't answer, doesn't that mean everything's normal? It doesn't prove it. And I'm being watched. I can't have the police go check for me. But you could have a ghost go trick around. Besides, if the execution isn't carried out tonight, the hostages will be killed. What difference does it make if that's not my daughter? Woo-wee, that's quite a pickle, Minister. Quite a pickle. Oh my god, is it the fucking... Yeah! Hell yeah, Cabanela! Miss me, baby? Inspector Cabanela? Okay, this isn't the time for theatrics, my guy. I have a little report for you, Mr. Minister. The escaped prisoner has been apprehended. Thought you might like to see him, so he is here. I have to admit, his leitmotif is pretty great, though. Detective Jowd! Detective Jowd, I'm so sorry. I tried. I know that you're innocent. I just can't prove it. I'm so sorry. Lynne, please don't apologize to me. And the beautiful love between a teacher and a student, it brings a tear to my eye. Trick time, huh? Who are supposed to trick to? Lynne doesn't really know that Jowd is innocent. She just believes it from the bottom of her heart. The execution and the kidnapping are real threats, and time marches on. I'll gather information and see if I can think of something. This all relates back to me somehow. I just know it. You knew, didn't you, Inspector Cabanela, that the execution was tonight? I don't believe I had any obligation to tell you. And you're fine with this? I mean, you know as well as I do. Detective Chow could never have done such a thing. Ha ha ha! Oh, come on now, baby. I know no such thing. Huh? I know 2 things to be true, and 2 things only. 1, he was given the death penalty. And 2, he tried to escape. What else could I do but haul him in, baby? If that's the case, why didn't you bring him here? Whatever do you mean, young lady? He escaped from prison, right? So why didn't you just take him back to the prison? I think you only brought him here to brag about your accomplishment. Isn't that right, Inspector? For your own selfish reasons. So were all those rumors about you true? That the only thing you care about is a spotless record? Is that more important to you than saving a friend? Snap. Everybody has certain principles they can't go back on, including me. You'll understand that someday, baby. That's enough, Lynne. But Detective Jowd, I'm a death row inmate who escaped from prison. This is how it should be. But... Hold on. Sissel's definitely got something to say about this. What about you, Mr. Minister? My poor Amelie. Is she alright? Actually, the girl who was kidnapped is named Camilla. Why is a dream talking to me in my head again? Wait a minute. Amelie? Could that be the Amelie next door? Yes, I think so. Wow, I didn't know the Justice Minister lived next door. Not me, my wife. It's, complicated. Yeah, she's the one always pounding on your wall, telling you to shut the dog up. Yeah, it'd be pretty hard to admit she left him. The minister's wife ran away on him? Maybe they grew apart, what with him being so busy. Yeah, I bet you're right. Please stop gossiping about me inside my own head. Hold on. I can connect to Jowd, right? I just have to go through the spears to do it. What do you gotta say? So, Mr. Ghost, we meet again. I hear something happened. Something about a kidnapping? Some kidnappers are saying they abducted the Justice Minister's daughter. That's terrible. What's their demand? The carrying out of your execution. Tonight. Ha ha ha! I had no idea I was so hated. But the Minister doesn't have to worry. I die and it's all over. Very simple. It's not that simple. Why not? Because she isn't really the Minister's daughter who got kidnapped. It's Camilla. What? Camilla? I checked it out for myself. I'm positive. No, it can't be! And by the way, Camilla told me something interesting. Said the one who killed her mother 5 years ago was Camilla herself. What? What are you talking about? Don't listen to him! I'm the one who shot her! I'm the one who shot Alma! And when I'm executed tonight, that will be the end of it. Camilla won't have to suffer any more after tonight. But for a capable detective, you say some incredibly misguided things. You denying isn't gonna end that girl's suffering, and it'll just bring her new suffering. The only person's pain this execution is gonna ease is yours. Oh, shot to the heart, Sissel. Is it true, what Camilla said? Why don't you tell us what you know? To be honest, I still don't understand what happened that day. It was my wife's, Alma's, birthday. We came home from work, and she went in first. Bang! The same trap that the old man had in his basement, though. That's so weird. I looked for the shooter, but there was no one to be found. There was nobody there besides Alma and Camilla, just the 2 of them. So the little lady's mother died right in front of her. Oh my, that's so horrible. Camilla told me about it. She was crying. Said the contraption she made did something it wasn't supposed to. Made an impossible move. An impossible move? So a ghost tricked it? It's been 5 years since then. I stopped thinking about it. I shot Alma. There's no other explanation. That's what I'd convinced everyone of. Even me. But tonight, you showed up and gave Lynne an explanation I never would have thought of before. The powers of the dead, right? That day in that room, powers that I didn't understand were at work. And if that's the case, it clears up all the mysteries. Maybe not all. There are a couple other people who know about those powers. Is somebody there? Can you hear me? I can sense your presence, you know. The kidnappers who abducted Amela knew about those powers. It is not ordinary kidnapping. Looks like my wife's case isn't coming to an end after all. I'm the only one who thought it was. Detective Jowd. There's still time before dawn. A little, anyway. It's like not even midnight yet. What do you mean a little? I mean, I guess that's for like the rest of your life. I guess like 6 odd hours. It's like a pretty short. How about see this case through the end before you die? Paola was a quiet little girl, but she was good with her hands. She was a little genius at making elaborate toys and contraptions. But there were 2 very strange points about that contraption. The first was, of course, the firing of that gun. Right. There was an empty gun I've had on display for years. So it wasn't part of the little lady's original design. Of course it wasn't! It was supposed to be a surprise for her mother's birthday. And the other strange point was the movement of that Cupid. Cupid? It was supposed to shoot his arrow without turning around. Somebody made a change to the contraption's design and then manipulated it. I don't know what to say. I didn't have time to think things through then. All I knew was I had to protect Kamala. I made a small adjustment to the scene and turned myself in. Okay, but even if, like, she was guilty, she would have been tried as a minor and it would have been an accident. You're just abandoning your daughter by going to prison to protect her. What kind of adjustment? The gun, of course. The gun, eh? Come to think of it. There was no gun there, just a picture hanging on the wall. Of course not, because I secretly switched the gun out of that frame with the picture. I didn't believe what she told me about her contraption, but one thing was for certain. That gun was still smoking. So that gun really did shoot Alma. I hid the gun before I went to the police. You hid it? I put it in a wooden box and gave it to a certain detective. What? You mean... the music box. And that detective still thinks it's the music box. So that's what was in the box, huh? I got a different murder weapon ready to give to the police. My own pistol. But would the caliber of the bullet between an antique revolver and a pistol not be, like, completely different? Like, would they not be able to take one look at the bullet wedge in her and be like, this isn't your gun, man? And I did a few other things to make it look good. Okay, hand-waving the details away. I won't go into the details. When it was all done, I turned myself in. Detective Jowd, is what you told us just now true? Yes, of course. In that case, there's still time. Still time? Time to solve the case that started 5 years ago. You didn't do it, Detective Jowd. And of course, little Kamala didn't do it either. So the true perpetrator is still out there, and I'm gonna prove it. For Kamala's sake. That sounds wonderful. Thank you, Detective Jowd. Lynne, where is that music box now? In Tempsick Park. Camel left it there. That gun is important evidence. You'd better go pick it up. Cavanel's just standing there and just taking this all in. He didn't hear the ghost talk, so... Yes, sir. I'll go right now. Sissel, take care of Detective Jowd. And do something about the kidnapping so we can get the minister on our side. And yet again, I say, easy enough for you to say. What's going on? Deal me the deal, Mr. Death Row inmate. A little change in plans. My daughter has been kidnapped. I can't just go off to die without doing something. But you're in our custody, don't forget. Back at the prison, everybody's waiting for you with a special seat just for you, baby. Then I guess we better prove my innocence on the double. On the double, is it? You sound so determined, my old friend. I want to save Camilla in more ways than one. And that's all there is to it. I see, my old friend. In more ways than one. Oh shit. This is gonna be a... What do you say, Mr. Minister? Have you made your decision? Should the execution be carried out tonight, as planned? Or should we hold off and wait for this important evidence to come in? The order still stands. Bring the prisoner back immediately and resume its enforcement. As you wish, Your Excellency. Please, don't bow down to me. And especially not that low. In that case, can I have one of your boys arrange a prison van to pick him up? Would you be so kind? Yes, sir. He's fucking head that with him? Where? Well, tucked into the back of his shirt? The van should take about 10 minutes, I'm guessing. Your escape tonight was brilliant. Will you show me another miracle in these last few minutes of yours, Mr. Death Row inmate? Aw, shit. Well, there's only one person here who can work a miracle. Excuse me, Mr. Minister. I can't hear you, la la la. I'm sure you heard everything we've been saying. Are you telling me you don't believe any of it? Let me speak plainly. I don't trust you. But there's somebody else whom I trust even less. Oh yeah? Who's that? Me. I can't explain your existence. It's not normal, but I'm pretty abnormal myself. So maybe you're a figment of my imagination, a delusion. Would you listen to a delusion? To be honest, I have no idea what you're talking about. I got the bit about you not trusting me, though. Good. Most likely the minister won't stop the execution, not as long as there's any small chance his daughter was the one who was kidnapped. But she isn't the one, I'm sure of it. Well, it'd be great if you could prove that to the minister. Prove it? How? That his wife's never going to answer that phone if we call from here. If we call from here, right? But the telephone works in both directions. What are you saying? What I'm saying is, only a family member can solve a family problem. Hey, Mr. Ghost. Yes? I have to admit, I don't like depending on others. But you're the only one who can change the situation. Gee, detective. For this past 5 years, Camilla is the only thing that kept me going. I can't go meekly to the chair now. I hate to ask this, but would you mind saving me? I'll try. The key to getting Justice Minister to stop the execution is his wife and daughter. But is there a way? Yeah. To the telephone. Beep, beep, ringing on the telephone. Oh my crumbs. There we go. Why can't I dial? Alright, because I have to be in the land of the living to... Lady Red's apartment. They left it nice and pleasantly close. Why isn't my straw working? Oh, because that end's completely collapsed. Holy hell. How'd that happen? I mean, it's a shitty paper straw. I know why it happened, but... Just as I thought. The little girl's safe in her bed. God damn it. That's my last straw, too. Murder, execution, jailbreak, betrayal, and now kidnapping. This is the last link in the long chain of a sad fate in Zhao's heart. And the chance to turn it all around is right here in this room. I don't want to drink lemon water without a straw in my poor teeth, but I gotta. I'm getting a strange premonition. Everything that happened so far tonight is related back to me in some way, and I bet this mistake-ridden abduction does too. Okay, that seems like a weird place to put a chapter break, but... Chapter 13, 2:51 a.m. I visited the novelist's apartment again. I'm hoping to be able to do something about this mistaken identity kidnapping. As long as there's any possibility it could be his own daughter who was kidnapped, I know the Justice Minister will call off the execution tonight. The key to dispel the Minister's doubts is now in bed, coughing. I use this key before that prison van arrives to pick up our death row inmate. Aww. Why does she walk like that, though? She's not that top. I mean, she's that top-heavy, but... Oh, my darling angel, oh, just listen to that cough. You naughty thing. Did you leave your nice warm bed to go out into the night to play? A daughter after my own heart. But I must confess, I didn't even notice you were gone. I didn't go out to play. I went to buy Papa a birthday present. Aw, some perfume for... Oh, it's a lighter. Well, that's a little bulky for a lighter. He said he wanted a new lighter. But that's no reason to go out this late at night. But my fever finally went down. I could barely move before that. Look at what it brought you. Your fever's now worse than ever. Here's to the feverish passion of my darling angel. Mama? Yes, darling. Let's call Papa and wish him a happy birthday, even though it's already past midnight. Not tonight, Amelie. I hate you! Looks like this little girl was safe all along. I already knew that, but I'm still relieved all the same. And there's another lucky development too. Amelie wants to call her father. Now if I could just make use of that feeling somehow, that would surely bring the Justice Minister around. Need a light? Easy. Easiest puzzle in the whole damn game. The phone? Okay, I gotta get Rose out of the way. Emily, I told you, you couldn't call him tonight. Why not? Listen to me, Emily. Your father is about to make a big mistake. I want him to reconsider. What do you know about it, Mama? He's the one who's the Justice Minister, you know. All you do is write weird novels. Damn. Oh, shit. What do you mean, weird? How dare you disparage my romantic expressions? You've really made me angry. You really have. How do you expect me to forgive such an insult? Shit. Okay, I need to get her out of the room and I need to burn another rope. I hate you! Poor kids stuck in their parents' turbulence fucking room. I should move the desk even closer. There! I'll be keeping my eye on you now, so don't do anything else mischievous. Like calling your father. I hate you! I can hear you, you know. Woo, what a pair. I don't know what this family's issues are, but I do know I have to do something about it so that Lady Emily can call. Okay, hold on. Oh, shit. I can drop a mouse on the whole situation. I can drop a chandelier. Okay, I can't get any farther than this. Let's play with the hoist real quick. I cannot get... Oh, the hoist... There's... The power is busted, so I can't... Okay. Drop a mouse. No, it's not where you're supposed to end up. Well, having a good time there, are we, little rodent? Sweet dreams. You fancy the vintage, my whiskered friend? More powerful than I thought. Looks like she tipped the wall chandelier to one side too. The angle of those candles. I get the feeling I've seen something similar to that quite recently. Better not put out the lamp right now. I like pour oil on the flame of this lady's heart. I want to give Emily a chance to use the phone. I think a way to keep her mother out of the way. Turn this to scare the mouse. Oh, shock him? Okay. Oh, the thing's cooked now. Shit. Oh, heavens! A blackout! At a critical time like this? Of course, dim lights suit my story of love very well, but I myself am not very fond of the dark. This chandelier just narrowly missed the back of my head. I love the thrill of romance, but I don't need these kind of thrills, thank you. Oh, but now it's lower, so I can access more of the room. Ooh, okay. Ah, what a wonderful atmosphere. Perfect for a clandestine meeting in the dusky twilight. I don't exactly know how this situation came about. I think I owe the rat an apology. The rat seems to be unconscious. Now that the room has changed into this, maybe I can use it somehow. What a naughty chandelier. Okay, you get the fire from the candelabra, or from the chandelier to the candelabra, rather. Alright, what else we got to work with here? Faster, faster, faster! Tick-tock, the clock is running out! Better not put the lamp out right now. Okay. Can't do anything. Well, I mean, I'll try to turn the lighter on. Okay. So you can't turn the knob of this. We can make this chime. That'll make her look up. Oh goodness, look at the time. As I bask in my tale of love, time is moving on at the speed of light. So even though she's immersed in love, she can still hear this, eh? That won't buy enough time for my daughter to make a phone call. There must be something else I can distract her with. Burn bright! Yeah, I can't do anything. Well, what about the dictionary, then? The lady's dictionary. Wasn't this on a desk before? The poor thing, destined to never be returned to the bookshelf. Okay, so the only things I can access are the crank and the little burnt chandelier brightness. I can't, like, knock anything onto the bin. I can't turn that light off. And I can't get any farther than this over here. That was close. What the heck am I supposed to do? Oh my god, do I really have to kill the mom? That was close. She comes over and she cranks it. And while she's on the way back, I gotta fucking... Cruel, 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 cruel. Such insolence! Such insolence. Do I need perfect timing, or is she just a fucking unbeatable ninja? That's twice you managed to dodge like that. Who knew she was a dodging champion? I'm starting to get annoyed. Let me try that again. I'll get her this time. Such insolence. Okay, one last time. This time with spirits. Yeah! Emily! Emily, help me! Mama! I'm sorry, Mama. I'm too dizzy. I can't get up. I'm afraid I can't help you right now. There's no need to worry. Here's to the weakness of my darling angel. That chandelier's on there tighter than a wedding band. She'll be able to escape on her own. Alright, so now we gotta get the phone down somehow. If I recall, the novel said she didn't like the dark. I don't want her thrashing around any more than she is already. Better not put this lamp out right now. Okay, but now how do I... Help! 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 What? What's going on here? Emily, look, do you see this? Help me, please! I'm sorry, I'm too sick. I can't get out of bed. My head is spinning. So I guess you'll have to stay up there spinning too. Looks like this lady won't be going anywhere for a while. Now the little girl can call her father. The only trouble is she can't reach it. We still have to deliver it to her. Oh, that's right, the angle of those chandeliers. Saw something very similar recently, didn't I? Okay. Can I, like, bump it somehow? I already tried this, but maybe it just wouldn't work at that time. Huh. Can't get any farther to the left than this. Oh, golly. Okay, maybe I light the mom's hair on fire. Oh, I'm lighting the mouse on fire. Okay, now I swing the pendulum harder. Now I really owe that poor rat an apology. This might be a really good chance for me, too. I have to get that phone to Emily. Do what you gotta, Cecil. I believe in you. What an unbelievable cluster. These puzzles are getting dumb. Mama! What in the world's going on here? Oh, goody. Excuse me a minute while I call Papa, okay, Mama? It'll only be a minute. Ah, don't you dare, Emily. I won't have it. Get me down. Don't you dare, Emily. Hello, Papa? Emily, is that you? Of course it is, silly. What do you think? But I heard. They said you were. No, never mind. It's nothing. Silly old Papa. Happy birthday, Papa. Birthday? Oh, right. It was my birthday today, wasn't it? I'm sorry we couldn't celebrate tonight. Thanks to mean old Mama. Oh, your mean old Mama. I mean, your mother. What is she up to right now? Well, she's certainly up, alright. My stubborn mother is kind of tied up at the moment. Get me down! She needs to be taught a lesson for causing us so much trouble. No, Emily. I'm the one who was wrong. Huh? Could you tell your mother I'm sorry? What do you have to be sorry about? I was just about to make a terrible mistake. But it's all right now. Oh, okay. You're still young. There's a lot I can't tell you right now. The job of Justice Minister is very complicated, you see. Okay. But just remember, you're always the most important thing to your mother and me. Did you do something naughty to your mother? If you did, I want you to apologize. I don't think I did anything. But okay, I'll apologize. That's a good girl. Okay, Papa. Have a good night. I love you. I love you too, Emily. Good night, sweetheart. Mama? I'm sorry. My goodness, why the sudden change? I guess I was wrong about you. I didn't understand. Oh, Emily. I thought all you ever did was write those weird novels. That makes me a little sad. Papa said the job of Justice Minister was complicated. Yes, your father's job is very, very complicated and difficult. That's why I couldn't talk to you about most of it. But you're right. I shouldn't treat you like such a little girl anymore. You're growing up, after all. And I promise to stop calling your novels weird and try actually reading them. What? Oh, maybe you better wait until you're a little older for that. Oh, okay. So, Emily, you're feeling a little more charitable towards your old mama. Do you think you could let me down now? You know, I would love to do that. I'm just feeling too dizzy and sick right now. Tonight, on the holiest of nights, my deadline. Looks like the only thing pressing on me will be the chandelier. Here's to Papa and Mama's darling angel. We can do something to get her down, though. All of a sudden, everybody's getting along again. It's such an abrupt change. I can't understand it. Is this what family is all about? In any case, the situation has changed dramatically now. I hope the mysteries of me can be cleared up as quickly as the furrows on the minister's brow. I don't know where Kamala is, but at least now the Justice Minister's doubts are dispelled. I think I'll go back to his office where everybody's waiting for the prison van. Is it gonna force me back? I can't even let the lady down? Come on, I could at least put her on the floor. The minister's family now has their smiles and harmony back. But Kamala is still in the hands of the kidnappers. I decided to go back to the Justice Minister's office. Surprisingly, the minister's brow is just as furrowed as ever. Unlike a father who has just learned his daughter is safe, he seems to still be in the depths of despair. The atmosphere in this room is very difficult right now. It seems to have an air of unfocused anxiety. I get the feeling something big is going to happen. I just found out that my daughter is safe. I'd like to express my gratitude. Thank you. Thank you for my daughter's sake, and for mine. No need to thank us, Mr. Minister. It was nothing. What did he do? But one question. I can't help but notice. Your daughter is safe. And yet you still look unhappy. How about a little smile for us? Oh. Of course, there's still the matter of the other kidnapping victim. But is that really the only thing that troubles you, Mr. Minister? Please, let me think in peace until the prison van arrives. Sorry, but we got no time for peace, alright? You're getting haunted today. Hello, Justice Minister. How about you finally admit I do exist? The thank you that I expressed, that was meant for you. You're a ghost, aren't you? And yet you have the power to control and manipulate people, don't you? No, I don't have that kind of power. I can't control you. We've actually known, you know, for quite a while now. But I had no idea they were the powers of the dead. Of ghosts. Known? Known about what? We knew about the existence of somebody who would control others. A manipulator. What's this? That's why your execution order caused me so much anguish, Detective Jowd. Mr. Minister, why don't you just tell us everything you know? Yes, I suppose I should. You need to hear it all. But the huge mistake this foolish man made. There are some cases in this country right now that are under a top-secret investigation. Of course, you wouldn't have known about them, Detective Jowd. Right, they don't share too much top-secret information with the inmates in prison. There are 3 prisoners, including you, in the special prison you just escaped from. All 3 cases have certain points in common. They do they? Tell us more. The rock singer who leaked national secrets in his lyrics during a TV broadcast. The curry-loving fellow who took the chief commissioner hostage at the Metro Police Department. Neither of these men had a motive for their crime, and both of their crimes were impossible. Impossible. The curry lover had no way of knowing how to infiltrate the commissioner's office, and the rock singer had no way of knowing the national secrets he leaked. The Special Investigation Unit submitted an investigative report to me on them. It included these men's criminals were not of their own volition. But how could that be? The theory the unit came up with was the existence of a manipulator. A manipulator, huh? That's when the special prison was established as a facility to research that theory. Some unknown power has been at work. These past several years, Inspector Cabanella has been studying these cases. He has he? Manipulating someone into committing an act. According to the Inspector, the first case in its kind was a locked room murder involving our nation's best detective. Are you trying to say I was manipulated somehow into shooting Alma? I appreciate the theory, but unfortunately, I don't recall being controlled by anyone. It's just not possible to manipulate another's behavior like that. My powers certainly don't work on living creatures. That's what I thought when I first heard the theory too. However, I was seriously mistaken, and it proved to be a big mistake. What? Let's see what this big old mistake was. You mentioned a mistake. Could you tell us about it? I suppose everybody here has the right to know. Alright, fine. I'll speak out loud so that Inspector Cabanella can hear this too. And these random guards will also overhear it. So, everybody here has the right to know indeed. There's something I'd like the two of you to hear. It's about a mistake I made. Inspector Cabanella, when you first made that report about a manipulator, I'm afraid I didn't believe it at all. Impossible, I thought. Perfectly understandable, Mr. Minister. But I was wrong. That kind of power does exist. And I learned the truth of that firsthand. What's this? A month ago, I signed the order to carry out Detective Child's execution. However, that act wasn't of my own volition. I was being controlled. What? You never told me about this, Mr. Minister? There's a ghost more powerful than Cecil who can affect the living? What's going on? This document, what am I doing? No, I mustn't sign it. No, do it. Say something. What? Don't deliver that document. That's when it started. That's when all of my fear, despair, and suffering began. But you already had the anxiety medication on your... whatever. At that time, it didn't even cross my mind that I had been manipulated. And my memory of the event was only hazy at best. So the memory of being manipulated doesn't clearly remain, eh? Signing execution orders is part of the Justice Minister's job. At the time, I just thought my psyche was rebelling against the task. The next day, it dawned on me. I remembered Inspector Cabanella's report on the existence of a manipulator. As a minister of justice, I couldn't admit what had happened to me. I only signed the execution order because I was being controlled. Something that got out, the nation's judicial system would crumble. Besides, I had no evidence to present that I had been controlled. So in the end, I couldn't admit to anybody what had happened. I suppose, but it sounds like a bit of an excuse. You should have at least told us, Mr. Minister. Yes, I know. I should have. I was running away from the problem. And then my wife found out I was worried about something. Well, if you go around with an expression like that, I guess it's bound to happen. I explained to her, and she was dead set against the way I was handling it. If you don't withdraw that order and tell everyone the truth immediately, I'm moving out. I love how her hair, it's like a closed rose when she's like normal. When she gets mad, it blooms. It's a cool visual. And then, with the kidnapping tonight, it was thrust under my nose like that, I could no longer deny my mistake. This manipulator comes upon us from somewhere unseen. That's why I've been keeping my distance from everybody. That's why you've been telling people to stay back. There's somebody else besides me with the powers of the dead. I'm fine with that. After all, I already knew about a certain Deskland. What I'm not fine with is the fact that person can control and manipulate living creatures. That's certainly not something I can do. So are you jealous, Cecil, or do you have, like, you know, moral problems with that? Apparently, different ghosts get different ghost tricks. Prequel game where you play as the bad guys, please? But I never imagined that tonight I would find out where this kind of power comes from. Where it comes from? Inspector Cabanella, this manipulator is a ghost, a departed spirit. A spirit? As a matter of fact, there's a ghost talking to us right now. What? What did you say? Joe, don't tell me you can hear this ghost too. I'd say the only person who can't hear him is you. Spirit, ghost, gods in heaven. Excuse me, Mr. Minister, I suddenly have some urgent business to attend to. I recommend you think long and hard before making your final decision, sir. Inspector! This is Lynne, I'm at the park. We've been waiting to hear from you. Have you found the evidence? Well, the situation here is... it's kind of difficult to explain. Cecil, if you're there, come to the park immediately. Looks like your help is needed, Cecil. Yeah, I guess so, huh? I'm gonna talk to everyone before I leave. And I saw that coming. The minister was being controlled, huh? I'm truly sorry, Detective Jowd. I have no excuse to offer you. You know, maybe it was all for the best. What do you mean? You had never been manipulated. You never would have believed the powers existed. After all, you're a realist, right? It just goes to show you, you never know, and even the worst things can turn out good. Detective Jowd, I don't know what to say. Alright, Cecil, you better go help Lynne. She's a good kid, but she's got the habit of taking on other people's problems. Yeah, I know. Let's see, she's in Temsic Park, eh? I wish that when you talk to people, they didn't, like, spell things out so well. That's exactly what, I mean, obviously this one was like a... But the last time I talked to someone before going through with my mission, it was, like, spoiling the location I was supposed to go. To the park. We're gonna park ourselves over here, help Lynne. Bring, 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 bring. Special delivery. One special Cecil coming up. Lynne calls and I oblige. I take off towards Temsic Park, the place where clearly something big is taking place. The manipulator. The person whose very existence sheds new light in everything. Detective Jowd's crime, executive orders, and even my own death. Could it be? Could Lynne have been manipulated into shooting me? Like, yeah, we're gonna save our current place in time. Let's keep going. Chapter 14. That should be AM. If it was 1:28 PM, we'd be fucked. Temsic Park, the site of the little lady Camelot's abduction tonight, and the place where an important piece of evidence, the music box, was hidden. I wonder why our lady detective is looking so dejected. At least she isn't dead. But what did she find? She's really talented spinning a leaf on her hand like that. Even like the least bit of wind would set something that like careening off. Let's get ourselves into that chicken. Huh? What's he doing here? La la, let me spend a moment's time with you, my love. The world will not end, and the food delivery is a little late. La la la. A little late. It's already ice cold. Onto the hat, onto the swing. Hell yeah, here I am, the king of swing. Let's go a little harder. Oh my god, this scene is so complicated. Oh no. Okay, well. Spin, spin, spin. Come on, we gotta get the boot going. What's it? Whoa, I got this thing spinning pretty fast. I didn't even mean to put so much effort into it. It's quite a bit of power and speed for a piece of playground equipment. I can just imagine all the poor kids that get sent flying all over the park. What just happened? I wasn't even pumping my feet. The swing swings me and I sing like the chicken. Swing swings me and I sling the chicken. The swing is swung and the chicken is slung. Everything always comes back to chicken in the end. I'm gonna try to figure that one out. Moving on. Come on, I need that boot. I need to wade down to the... Maybe if I rustle some things around. Maybe if I rustle some jimmies. Okay, I can use this to get higher. Rustle, rustle, rustle. There we go. And then I use the umbrella to get lower. Boing. Then I drop the ball. I cannot drop the ball. Pop. I see. Let's say football with a... So I've never seen rugby played. Does rugby use the same style of ball? Oh, Dirk. Hey, Lynne, you getting tired over here? Oh, there you are, Cecil. From your dejected expression, I gather you didn't find what you were looking for. Right, I can't find the music box anywhere, but I found something else instead. Something horrible. Horrible? What is it? Missile? Oh. There, in the grass. You better see for yourself. Who the hell's that? It looks like a dead body. It looks like a Teletubby. With Shrek ears? I nearly died when I saw it. I suppose now that we found it, we can't just leave it there, can we? Nope, I suppose not. What do you know about this body? It's so like you. Come looking for a music box and find a dead body instead. What can I say? I'm a detective. Meanin'? Well, detective goes over everything with a fine-tuned comb, right? So there you go. Fine-tooth comb and none. You were bound to run across it. I mean, it is pretty obvious. Anyway, go on, Cecil. Get to it. What am I, your bloodhound? Stop the... Oh, this person. Stop the park from being turned into a housing site. Protect the park, the rock of the gods. You there. You're talking to me, aren't you? Finally someone who's awake from the start. I have some leaflets for you. Leaflets I know you'll be very interested in. I urge you to peruse it thoroughly, examine it in detail. Never mind that right now. Do you remember your name? My name? My name? What does my name matter when there are more important things to worry about? Okay. Come now and study these tracks with me, my brother. Come and learn about the Rock of the Gods with me. The night's no longer young. As a matter of fact, daybreak is approaching. But we are young. Look, I don't have time to get involved in your way of life. But I am interested in your way of death. So let's go back to 4 minutes before your death. Okay, so what kind of crazy contraption got this Rock of the Gods dropped on your skull, huh? 825. Oh my god, you died a long time ago. Holy shit. We just jumped way to the past. And so I made up my mind. I resolved to live here in this park and defend it. Okay, what is this Rock of the Gods you mentioned? You still don't appear to understand. It's written quite clearly in the 4th leaflet in great detail. Excuse me, but I have to use the restroom. But you could have used it on the toilet. You could have read this as a wonderful ink. I'm coming. Just hold on. I'll be right there. I've located the target, Beauty. A girl of the right age, coming out of the right apartment building at the right time. Yes, my dear, I'll ever so gently nab her and come right back to your side. Good evening, young lady. Won't you come with me? Oh gods, what do I do? What should I do? I have to do something. Ah! What the hell? That trick was way beyond anything I've seen. Was that Missile's power of the dead? What in the world? What just happened? Oh, that's Mino. Mino? Mino the mascot, the symbol of Temsic Park. Forget about the name of that big creepy lump of concrete. I'm talking about the way it changed direction. Did you see that? Yes, I did. We witnessed it with our own eyes. The power of the Rock of the Gods. That was the power of the gods. The power of the gods saved that little girl. And then the same power very deliberately crushed you instead. Yes, precisely. That is called the mischief of the gods. Was it the mischief of the gods, or was it a ghost trick? But nah, it couldn't have been a ghost trick. No ghost trick changes direction of something that heavy in midair. But wait a minute. What if there was somebody with much greater powers than me? Hey, Camillus' core is missing. Look at that, there's another flame besides mine. Oh, so that is the flame of God, is it? But hold on. Your spirit's a flame too, isn't it? Yeah, so? Pardon me, but are you a god? I sincerely doubt it. The last minute, that big lump of concrete made one huge swing to the side. That's probably that flame's doing. Who could it be? I definitely believe it's either a god or somebody god-related. Maybe I better try talking to this person. It's Missile, isn't it? What the? This person with much greater powers than me? It's you? Hey! Sissel! Oh my, it's Missile! You look well for being dead. Did you see? Did you see what I did? I did it! I tried really hard and I did it! I saved Miss Camilla! Are you telling me I was done in by a puppy dog? Missile, what's going on? How did you get the powers of the dead? I'm glad you asked! After Miss Camilla went out and you left... Did he bludgeon himself to death against the door? That's metal as fuck. I worked like crazy to make my own path, and I did it! Oh shit! My boy! What a good boy! And then I followed Miss Camilla out into the big, wide world. And then, here at this park, I found her at last. Yeah, you guessed it, I barked. You bet I did. I went running after her, too. Shit. And then I guess I died. And then I was unconscious for a little while. When I came to, it was all over. Poor Miss Camilla. Crushed under that big, scary lump. Oh, what have I done? I'm so sorry, little lady. Please forgive me. Miss Camilla! I had to rescue Miss Camilla. It was up to me. I cried out from the depths of my heart. And then... I can't tell you how surprised I was, but I bet you understand, right? Better than probably anybody else could. And I remembered what you did for me, how you saved me. So... you went back, right? Back to 4 minutes before the little lady's death. You bet I did! Yes, my dear, I'll ever so gently nab her and come right back to your side. So we're gonna try and make the rock fall on him instead, or... Now's my chance, I thought. I saw the core. I don't know, it looks pretty far. I stretched out my paw towards the core, and how I felt at that moment. I'd love for you to be able to feel it too. Go ahead, Sissel. Go ahead and try it for yourself. I can't believe it. How could you connect over such a great distance? Well, they don't call me Missile for nothing. Then you manipulated that Mino thing and threw it aside? Right on top of my head. Well, no, actually. Huh? I can't manipulate things like you can, Sissel. You can't? Then how did you... I didn't know what to do. Then I happened to see something out of the corner of my eye. And it had a core, too. Oh, he can swap things. I saw a single leaf hanging from the tree. I tried reaching out to the leaf. What in the world? I can't manipulate things, but apparently I can swap them. As long as those two things have the same shape, that is. Swap things with the same shape. Go ahead and try it. Press swap. That's incredible! And so that's how you saved your mistress, is it? And that's how I became caught up in this, is it? I'm very sorry. My powers were too meager. Meager? Because you see, I saw one more. It happened to notice one more core. There was something with the exact same shape stuck in the branches of a tree. Hey, you're right. If Mino could be swapped again with that, then disaster wouldn't have to rain down on my head. But what is that thing? It's a bit too big to be a leaf. It's a rugby ball. Whatever it is, I much prefer it on my head than Mino. Why didn't you swap them, Missile? I couldn't. I can stretch out my paw a little further than you can, Sissel. But that was just too far for me. I couldn't reach. Alright, so we gotta get the rugby ball closer. I must admit, it's a fascinating spectacle of a death, if I do say so myself. I kept her trying over and over, seeing if there was anything I could do. I bet there's something you can do now. Huh? If we work together, you and me. Sissel, you think so? I don't plan on letting anybody die in front of me tonight. You think you could help me? Of course! Naturally! So we're gonna drop that Mino thing in a different spot. Okay, let's try it. Let's go back again to 4 minutes before. Wait, so do we control both ghosts now? How does that work? Alright, let's get started. 4 minutes from now, you'll swap Mino with that leaf. Then you have to swap Mino with something else. Something with the same shape. Oh, I believe that's a rugby ball. Okay, rugby ball, huh? With the rugby ball where it is now, Missile can't reach it. So that means I have to move it closer somehow. Look, you and I have to work together on that one, Missile. Okay, I'm ready. Whenever you want to use my swap trick, just press right trigger. That way you'll be able to control me. And then if you press right trigger, control will come back to me. Okay, let's try it. Together we can stop Mino from hurting anybody. Missile's such a good boy. Alright, Missile. Your powers are the key this time. Okay, I'm ready. I can swap anything that has the same shape. Just call on me if you find anything you want to try. Probably the best thing to do is try a bunch of things and see how it goes. If I see something we can swap, I should use RT. Alright. So we're looking for... Already at my range limit, huh? Trust you. Yeah, let's exchange these two balls. Let's exchange... Sorry about all the trouble, Sissel. If only my paw could reach a little further, I could have swapped that big lump one more time. It's alright, that's what we're gonna do now, together. I'm gonna give it my best. The first thing to do is to find a path to that rugby ball. Okay, hold on. Need to do something with the tire, but I'm not sure what. Here comes that man, fast up to scare even a quick little doggy like me. Uh-oh, the rugby ball is still in the tree. And behold, the recklessness of youth. Yeah, it's the recklessness of youth that's causing us so much trouble. No one can stop the recklessness of youth. Well, if we can't stop it, then I guess we're gonna have to find a way to make it work for us. But if he comes running too fast, we don't have time to get ready. Looks like figuring out what to do with his recklessness is the key. Oh, okay. We need the baseball here, so that when the guy hits the teeter-totter, it'll throw it. Look at this funny flattened ball. It's the same shape as that horrible Mino, but it's too far to swap from here. Even this ball is starting to look horrible to me. We have to find a way to get this ball closer to that Mino thing. Knock it down from the tree, I say. There must be something we can do. Here you come already. I swore to myself not to repeat my mistakes. Mistakes? When somebody's in trouble, you should lend them a hand. Otherwise, you'll definitely regret it. Ah, the recklessness of youth has taken over, giving me lightning-fast speed. I've been thinking, if we could stop this man from running, maybe he wouldn't get squished? It won't be easy to stop me once the recklessness of youth has taken over. Stop him, eh? Didn't quite do the job, huh? Alright, from the beginning. We'll try putting the tire on the teeter-totter then. Wait. Should Sissel not have been able to make that gap? What? swap you two. You two. And we'll let things progress. Blah, 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 blah. I'm ready. Swap, 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 swap. Let's see that recklessness of youth, my guy. You like knock yourself out with the tire. Come on, let's do it. Let's see that basketball. And your leap. You kidding? Oh my god, I could have made it across the whole time. Derp, 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 derp. Alright, Sissel on the move once again. Okay. Now I need Missile to do something about this. You up to here. Got Sissel to drop the seesaw. It's too heavy, the seesaw won't budge. Maybe because of the swap I made? I guess the little balls with all the weight I can handle. Okay, so it's gotta be the basketball. So heavy, I can't move it very much. Maybe because of the swap I made? Okay. No, stop it, you. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. We're not ready for you. Not ready, we're not ready, we're not ready. We're still setting up the game. We haven't loaded the bases yet. Okay. This base is loaded, but I don't know what that accomplishes. This'll move the seesaw. And that lets me... Missile's in the way. We'll pop him up here for a sec. Go back to Sissel. Everything sucks, man. Okay, what if I do this? Oh, I should have been in that ball when that happened. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, 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 okay. If I'm in the baseball when he jumps on it, he'll fling me to the top, and then... Oh god, I think I'm gonna have to keep doing fucking missile puzzles now. This is gonna make everything so complicated. You look at that. There sure are a whole lot of round things around here. Oh boy, that means it's time for me, right? Oh boy, my hair is also round. Let's see, to use Mrs. Powers, I tap right trigger. I'll try it and see what happens. Okay, but now I need the basketball, I guess? Okay, Sissel's currently in the way. Okay. Alright. Stop. I'm not ready yet. Missile, you gotta move to like here. And then Sissel, you gotta move to here. And we wait for the jump. Give us a shot, boy. Yeah. Play ball. Okay, then why did we move the... I don't understand how the tire and the basketball play into the puzzle. It seems like the baseball is the only thing that goes up high enough to... Did the game just labate me? Or was I even able to, like, do anything midair? Yeah, there sure are a lot of round things around here. I'm just gonna hide in this ball for now and see what happens when he sends me. We need more information. Lightning fast speed. One more spin around the track and make your leap. Damn it. Okay. So I tried with both balls, but I don't think the tire does anything either. Didn't I try the tire, like, first? Okay, hold on. We teeter, we totter. Would you look at that? Yeah, there sure are a lot of round things. Make the swap. On. Some part of me says that I want the basketball over here too, and the baseball should be in the spinning thing. So we're just gonna do like a... We want the tire to end up on the seesaw, I think, but... Slowly? No, damn it, this is so tough. There we go. Why can't I just use the dang old stylus for this? Why can't I just be styling? Maybe I should have made the swap while the tire was higher. We'll just see what this does. It could be important information. No, that's not where Sissel wants to be. Now I'm stuck here. Okay. What if I make the swap while the base pie is higher up on the teeter-totter? Will that give me more distance somehow? Okay, I open the dumpster lid. I come to the teeter-totter. I do this. And what if I make Missile make the swap now? Oh my god, this is so finicky. I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay, this is... There. Oh, damn it. Okay, so if Sissel leaves that, it just moves again. But Missile has to, like... I hate the world. There we go. Swap of the century, baby. Boy, did that not accomplish nothing. I'm so confused. Shit. This sucks. Sissel's little ghost is getting in my way. Okay. Does that give me the reach I need? No. Oh, but while he's spinning it, I can get into the basketball. Hold on, I'm so dumb. Okay. Will the baseball move more than the drum does if I... Because the baseball is lighter, so the centrifugal force of the thing moving should put it higher up in the unit, right? No. Oh, but when did this leaflet... Close. Look at that funny flattened ball. It's the same shape as that horrible Mino, but it's too far to swap from here. Even the ball is starting to look horrible to me. We have to find a way to get the ball closer to that Mino thing. Knock it down from the tree, I say. There must be something we can do. Okay, but I can't trick the rugby ball, so... Try this again. I don't want no death to happen while I'm on the job. Do this little move here. Wait, he said his hair is round. Does that have anything to do with anything? My hair is also round. And for now, let's just wait for the basketball to come around. We can catch the baseball inside the umbrella. But, yeah, I think Missile was just baiting us when he told us about it. Okay. The timing's really tight. It needs to be the basketball on the... The basketball is the perfect size to get caught in the umbrella and to drag the rugby ball down. But the timing is so tight. Sissel needs to get up there like as soon as shit. Yeah. We're all good. We understand. We get the assignment now. Thistle? Yeah. Perfect. Make a hot swap. Back to Sissel. Actually, let's get Missile in position. Negatory. Yeah, we need Missile over here and ready to go. Alright, let time pass. Time keeps on slipping into the food jar. Okay, we gotta wait for those to paste themselves on. Slow down, stop! No! How are we supposed to do that? The timing is so tight. Oh, that was so close. If I hit the ball, it could have been knocked down. Is that all that umbrella can be used for? For knocking the rugby ball down? Don't forget about my powers. And don't forget about my recklessness of youth. Okay, so what could Missile swap? Okay, is there anything that Missile can swap up in the top part there? Let's do a little more exploration with our boy here. Dogs make good scouts. Okay, hold on. We need the baseball on the thing, but... Maybe the ball thing spins slower when there's something heavy in it, like a tire? They give us 3 round objects, so surely there's like something important about this. Is there anything for Missile to do up here? Maybe when the umbrella's closed, it's shaped like something else that we can swap with? What about this old boot here? Whatever. whatever. Let's get back to the travel. Alright, come on. Show me the recklessness of your youth. Buddy. Make your hop, skip, and the jump. I hate everything. Okay, Missile, we need you to do something, I think. Maybe I just get in the pamphlets earlier. Maybe while the pamphlets are like scattered in the air, I can hop in them with a split second faster. Hold down. So I'm like, okay, I can't get to the swings. I was gonna say maybe there was some swinging I didn't notice, but alright. Oh, they're not available yet. When do they become objects I can interact with? Right when they're out of my reach by the looks of things. It seems hard-coded for them to always make the jump when I activate that trick. I haven't tried this while the, tire was on the thing, right? I don't think that would make a difference, but... I guess we'll give it a try. This is the first puzzle so far that I feel like is just, like, too much. I didn't need 2 tricks to ghost, damn it. Okay, tire on the seesaw. Let's see if that changes anything. I don't think it will, but like I'm really pushing it. Really grasping at straws, pushing at walls, pushing at, I don't know. I'm really fucking pushing it with these ideas, man. Nothing in the... Hold on. Can I make this... I can make the thing faster, can't I? Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Sissel said something about throwing kids off that thing. I didn't even think to try manipulating the spinner. Duh. Need the basketball. Perfect. I should have got the dialogue while that guy was spinning fast, though. Alright, make your leap. Oh, hold on. We got missile in position now. Kobe! Aw, what? The umbrella won't close, will it? The ball must be in the way. Oh well, I guess we don't have to close it. So it was supposed to be the tire after all? Okay. I guess it gives me a chance to get the spin dialogue anyway. Frickin' time, chicken time. Open the lid, we'll blow the whole lid off this case. Swap. Get Missile back into position. Now it's time for Sissel. Now we give it a little spinaroo. Have a ride, haha. Wow, I didn't see this coming. Don't you know the first thing about the globe climber? Huh? Even little children treat it with the respect it deserves. They know unless you spin it gently, there's no stopping it. Yeah, it does look pretty dangerous. It looks like I'm just destined to fly through the air like this for a while. This is my buy some time. Maybe I'll just keep spinning around like that the whole 4 minutes. I'm sorry, but I don't think I would stand for it that long. But anyway, at least we have something from running from a while. Let's do what we can while we have this chance. Just enough time to get everything set up. Umbrella closed. Umbrella open. Let's see how the swing does things. Alright, and get in missile position. Alright, do your best. Okay, I mean, obviously, but fuck. don't think the baseball would do anything, though, right? Every time I think I got this, it just confuses me even more. We'll try it with the baseball, but okay, the basketball is the only one that ends up in the umbrella. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. So dumb. It is the basketball. Then we just gotta make one more swap. We gotta swap. Yeah. Okay, no, we got it now. We're totally fucking in it. For the sake of ease, let's leave missile in the... No, let's leave missile here, and then we just go up when the time comes. Yeah. Alright. Come around, ye fool. Oh, guardian of the park. Let's make your leap, That was a deductive leap, alright, that I just made. While he's making physical leaps, I'm making leaps of logic. Boom. Boom. And get out of the way. This is where I live now. Now it's missile time to... Alright, so make your jump. Give it your old pop-a-rooney. Now it's missile time, baby. One last swap over here. Aha! There, we moved the ball. What do you think, Missile? With the ball there, I think I can do it. Just a few seconds, you'll swap Mino with the leaf. And then from there, you swap Mino one more time. The final moment is near. Missile, are you ready? You bet. Into the trowel, and now we wait. We're not ready to throw in the towel. 3, 2... Get away! Okay, I don't have to do the trick. And then... Okay, what? You watch me, Cecil. Here I go. The finishing touches. You can do it, Missile. Swap Mino with that ball. The final swap. Dunk. There, how's that? My head has been spared. Truly, it was a try worthy of the gods. Now Mino is right where he belongs. We did it again, didn't we? Didn't we? Fate averted. Now nobody has to die. Except for one brave little somebody. Huh? I'm talking about you, Missile. Oh, me? I guess you're right. I'm still dead, aren't I? So now let's go back and save your life. Wait a minute. What is it? Now that I think about it, I think I want to stay dead a little longer. What? When I was alive, I couldn't even help Miss Camilla when she was in trouble. I wanted to be able to protect Miss Camilla. And to do that, I need these powers I have now. I see. Perfectly understandable. Even I wish I had powers like that. Hey, we just saved you. Don't wish your life away already. Oh, of course. You're right. Okay, Missile, have it your way. By the way, Mr. Reckless Youth, there's a certain detective who needs that music box you found. When we get back to the present time, could you give it to her? Certainly, you have my word. Let's go back then, to the present. And so, Kamala ended up in the hands of the kidnappers. We weren't able to change that part. Lynne listened to my story without saying anything. I'm sorry, I wish there was something else I could have done. No, you did the best you could. I'm sure she's alright. After all. After all, she has me! Missile, are you in there? Miss Lynne, leave Miss Kamala to me. I know I don't look like much right now, but I'm sure I can help her. Missile. Eek. Miss Lynne. There goes our brave little doggy. I'm gonna leave it up to Missile. Kinda looks like Missile's been lifted up to the wind. Oh! I have something to give you. This literature! Called it. Stop the park from being turned into an Hessing site. Protect this park with the Rock of the Gods. Aren't you forgetting your promise? Oh, pardon me, pardon me. My apologies. This is for you. Oh. You kept the music box safe, didn't you? Thank you. Not at all. I was only doing what the Rock of the Gods would have wanted. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? He's mesmerized by my beauty. Hey, the cat's not allowed to get your tongue. You don't even have one. Excuse me, but are you... No, it couldn't be. Have we met before? Aren't you that little girl from that time? I'll never forget it. It was 10 years ago in this park. 10 years ago? Are you talking about... Here in this park, the gods surely control fate. From 10 years ago that day, we meet once again. If it isn't the power of the gods, then what else is it? It could just be a coincidence. But apparently you know a lady detective here. Can you tell us about it? About what happened 10 years ago? Yes, of course. I was actually about to do just that. That day, I just happened to be passing through this park. I had no idea that that day would change my destiny. The sun was going down, and through the gloom, I heard the scream of a little girl. Now, just calm down and drop that weapon. Stay back. If you come any closer, I'll shoot her. I peeked out fearfully from the bushes and saw some shadowy figures. I didn't see the face of the criminal clearly. I knew I should do something to help, but I couldn't move. She holding a plunger? Excuse me, was that detail in this scene the last time? The tension was so thick it was painful. Just when I couldn't stand it any longer. That's when it happened. The sky suddenly burned bluish white. The Rock of the Gods? Just a meteor, bro. When it crashed into the ground, the meteorite gave off a shower of beautiful fragments. And then I saw it. One of those beautiful fragments. Pierced into the criminal's back. Wait, so he didn't even shoot the criminal either? The judgment of the gods was brought down on the park that day. "10 years ago, little girl that you saved by the Rock of the Gods. Oh my, I can't believe it. The Rock of the Gods was given the name Tempsic, and still today, it lies sleeping deep in the park's earth. What's this Rock of the Gods you keep mentioning? Don't you know? It's right there in front of us. Oh, so that blast crater. Missile. Wait a minute. You say G-O-D-S, but do you mean D-O-G-S? Of course not. Don't be silly. There's no time for ridiculous word games. How is that done in the original Japanese? Because wouldn't it have been Kami and Inu? Like K-A-M-I and I-N-U? That pun wouldn't make sense. You are standing just above the Rock of the Gods now. Take a good look at that monument. Monument? Maybe he used the English word for gods and then she knew the English word for dog? I don't know. Rock of the Gods, Tempsic Park. The Rock of the Gods? That rock is buried in the ground right there. It's been there these 10 years. Ever since the day it flew down from the heavens and showed us a miracle. A miracle? So this rock you've been talking about is a meteorite? Precisely. It dropped from the sky on that day 10 years ago. Yes, of course. Surely you know all about it. But me? I never knew about this Tempsic. I always thought Detective Jowd was the one who saved me. You were very young then, and you passed out from the shock of being taken hostage. Of course you wouldn't remember. But that's funny. A huge incident like that should have caused quite a stir. It's strange you never heard of it, Lynne. It is, isn't it? But now that I think about it, I remember I didn't want to think about what happened. I avoided the news and I never came to this park again. That's why I didn't know anything about it. The meteorite was named Tempsic after the name of the park that it fell in. And then the Rock of the Gods was forgotten. Now an awful thing is happening. They're talking about turning the park into a housing site. I'll never forget the miracle I witnessed that day. And so I've taken up residence in the park and am trying to appeal to the people. Protect the park, the Rock of the Gods. That is my mission. I see. I'm taking you with me, Missile. So, 10 years ago, the little girl that was Lynne wasn't aware of the meteorite. But I get that. Detective Jowd, on the other hand, there's no way he didn't know about this Tempsic thing. And if he knew, and the man died, I took his life. What was that confession of his all about? Things keep getting stranger. The Rock of the Gods that fell from the sky 10 years ago changed the destinies of many people's lives, like the ripples in a pond when a pebble's dropped in. With every answer I get, I learn about a new mystery. Will I be able to break the chain of mysteries before dawn? Anyway, now that we have the evidence we need, I decided to meet up again at the minister's office. Besides, there are a few things I want to ask Detective Jowd. Yeah, like what the hell are you lying about shooting that guy for? We found the music box, Detective Jowd. Good job, Lynne. I knew you would. Once everything's been resolved, I'd wanted you to give this to him. Him? You mean Inspector Cabanella, right? I don't suppose he'll ever forgive me. Detective Jowd? Now then, let's get this thing open. There's a certain knack to doing it, you know. Brute force? He calls that a knack. That looks more like brute strength to me. That's way bigger than the fucking box was. Here you are. You should find scorch marks on the grate. Scorch marks? When Camilla built her contraption, she used a special kind of screen. The kind of magicians use. It burns up in an instant and disappears. Why would little Camilla use something like that? I don't know. Maybe because she's a detective's daughter. Not leaving any evidence behind and all that. Haha. In the case report there was mention of some scorch marks. When it happened, Camilla was watching from her hiding place. She saw the flame run to the gun, something she naturally didn't include in her design. I took the gun out of the frame and replaced it with a picture. If you remove the picture, you can find scorch marks behind the frame too. And those marks should match up with the ones in the gun. In other words, it proves the contraption existed there in that room that day. And it didn't work the way your little girl intended, is that right? Exactly. Some cowardly culprit modified the design. But that angle was never brought up in court. And so, as Justice Minister, I must call off the execution at this point. I knew I was right. It wasn't Detective Jowd. Now we can finally prove that. Thank goodness. Thank you, Lynne. In these eyes of yours, I see the eyes of that little girl from 10 years ago. Speaking of, you fucking liar. Got a bone to pick with you. Sissel, if you hadn't come to my cell tonight, I would be gone by now, without having ever known any of this. This is what I deserve. That's what I told myself these past 5 years. But things are different now. Thanks to you, my eyes have finally been open. Tonight, I've come in contact with a lot of people's lives and gotten involved in their fates. And the one reason I was doing it was to regain my own lost memory. But things are different now. We're connected to each other somehow, I just know it. And that's why I need to ask you a few more questions, in order to find out the truth about us. Fair enough. Fire away. Sissel told me all about it, Detective Jowd. About the manipulator. Yes, it looks like this manipulator really did a number on the minister too. Ah! Please don't pick on the minister. If he dies again, I'm gonna be the one to save him. Oh. Sissel, do you think that's what happened to me too? What are you talking about, Lynne? Don't tell me. You were manipulated too? There was always a part of me that just couldn't believe it. That image of the one who shot me. But now I see the possibility of a new explanation. But who is it? And why did they do it? The contraption was a birthday surprise for Camilla's mother, wasn't it? That's right. Something's been bothering me about it. I feel like I know that device from somewhere. No surprise there. You lost your life to once tonight because of that machine. Right? I knew it. See, Detective Jowd? No, I'm afraid I don't see. I told Detective Jowd about it. Told him about seeing the exact same contraption tonight in a completely different place. That's very strange indeed. A junkyard in the edge of town? I've never even heard of the place. And what's more, I've never told a single soul about that contraption. You haven't? That old pigeon guy. Who in the world is he? Detective Jowd, you must have heard this name before. Tempsic. The meteorite that fell in the park 10 years ago. You were there. So you found out about that, did you? I hear that meteorite saved little Lynne's life. That's right. I couldn't do anything to help Lynne that day. But in that case, I don't get it. If that's true, doesn't it mean you didn't steal somebody's life away? What are you talking about? Detective Jowd, you told me that 10 years ago, the person who killed the perpetrator in the park was you. What? But it was the meteorite. I wasn't lying. I stole that man's life away. No question about it. It was entirely my fault. I was just about to shoot him. I would have shot him in the next instant if the meteorite hadn't come. At that point, I was already a murderer. That's not true! You were trying to save me. Lynn, I'm sorry, but I don't think that's really it. Huh? On that day, 10 years ago, a different incident happened in another place. Another place? Yes, in the police headquarters interrogation room. The worst sort of incident. A suspect who was being questioned escaped. Wow, I didn't know about that. It happened to be there, in the detective division, so I joined the case. Fortunately, or I guess, unfortunately, I was able to track him down alone in the park. Hold it right there! I fired a warning shot. I wanted to catch him bad. The warning shot made him panic. At that time, I was a young and green detective, brandishing my sense of justice like a sword. I made him panic and got you involved, Lynn. It was all my fault. Okay. Even the stealing his life away was like a stretch originally, but now it's like a mega stretch. Detective Jowd. All I could see was my target. I couldn't even see you. I'm so sorry, Lynn. Oh, and by changing the fate of her life, you stole her life away? So the man who grabbed me died that day. These last 10 years, I've never forgotten his face. And then a few years after that, when my wife Alma died in such a mysterious way, I thought it was my fate, my punishment for what I'd done. And that's why he was painting Sissel's face, because Sissel was the... But how old would Sissel have been 10 years ago? But no, because then that guy would have died 10 years ago, and then Sissel wouldn't be it. I painted pictures in my cell, nothing but portraits of people's faces. All the faces of the many people I'd met in my life and didn't want to forget. And tonight, I finished my last portrait, the final face I wanted to remember. The final face. The face of the man in the park that day. Wait just 1 minute. That can't be. I saw that painting. I saw the face you painted tonight. It was my face. Are you telling me I was the man in the park that time? That's right. The face of yours, the face I saw 10 years ago. The face of the man whose life I stole. The man who was pronounced dead at the scene. But hold on, Detective Jowd. That can't be true. I just met Sissel for the first time tonight. And he died right in front of me. By the way, the name that I know the man in the park that day by isn't Sissel. What? From the first minute I laid eyes on you tonight, I've been wondering, who in the world is this guy? Mr. Minister. Inspector Cabanella, where are you? Just be quiet and listen. This is our demand. What? Demand? Our demand hasn't changed. The execution must be tonight. Once we've confirmed it's been carried out, we'll release the hostage. What are you talking about, Inspector Cabanella? And you know it wasn't my daughter who was abducted. Does it really matter who the hostage is? A life is a life. Even if it's the daughter of a death row prisoner. Once the criminal gets punishment he deserves, the hostage will go free. Carry out the execution immediately and wait for our call. The manipulators got Cabanella, oh damn. What is it, Miss Minister? You look paler than ever. What in the world? What's going on? Inspector Cabanella! The rock of the gods that fell from the sky 10 years ago twisted the fates of many people and started a chain of tragic events. And even now, the chain continues to grow even longer. Inspector Nabiscal Call proved that to us. And the greatest mystery of all has risen to the surface. Who is this me I've been chasing all night? Who am I? I'm going even further from knowing that than when I started. Need a new illustration. Okay, they fixed the PM thing. Good. Oh shit, that was like almost a full hour. We're running out of nighttime. Sissel's gonna be gone. But hold on though, if Sissel died 10 years ago, and his ghost is only supposed to last one night, was Ray lying to us? Or is Sissel using the wrong face? 10 years ago, a man named Sissel took a little girl named Lynne hostage, and then was killed by a meteor fragment. Tonight, a man named Sissel met a detective named Lynne at the junkyard in the very edge of town, and then was killed by a bullet. The scene I find waiting for me on the other end of the phone line was like the final nail in the coffin of my lost memory. I see myself. Wait, so are there a bunch of Sissels? There you are, Commander Sith. Finally. Sissel, where have you been, my good man? We've been looking everywhere for you. A little unfinished business to take care of. Didn't think it would take this long. What about your people? I'm sure they went out of their way to mess me up. I say, I believe we've filled every ounce of your conditions in that little deal. What right do you have to complain about anything outside our bargain? We can talk about that when we get there. Well, this will be our last communication by telephone. We arrive in 1 hour. I look forward to seeing you, Sissel. Dawn is approaching. The darkness around my own mystery is deep, but I know it's always darkest before the dawn. Yes, we're nearing the final stages of our little deal, my good man. Yes, sir. Our preparations are complete, sir. And we just had a report, sir. Lights have been spotted, sir. Have they now? By all means, let me have a look. Yes, we're very close. We will now disconnect from the communication cable and have no service until we arrive, sir. Very well. A communication cable, so where are they then? Are they in a vehicle? Oh, duh, they're in a submarine. It's like a porthole, a portcullis, what's it called? Periscope, Jesus. You think you'd build the periscope on the top of that big lump, though, so that you get full 360-degree view? How would you just cut out, like, a quarter of your vision like that? Nice try, Inspector Cabanella. But you could never stop me. See ya, sucker. Do I do one more chapter, or do I call it here? So, that submarine guys, people have a deal going with me, do they? If that's the case, they probably aren't the ones who killed me, right? Anyway, there's definitely something behind the Inspector's death. I think I'd better talk to him. And we'll do that on the next stream. I feel like we're reaching into the end game now. So, oh man. One more chapter. Hey, do you think you could wake up for me? Oh boy, still unconscious, eh? I guess he hasn't been dead for very long then. I'll just go ahead and go back to 4 minutes before his death. A little nervous about what I might see there, though. But if that's where I'm gonna find my answers, I can't run away from it. Once the criminal gets the punishment he deserves, the hostages will go free. Carry out the execution immediately and wait for our call. That's a good boy. Gee, a hostage sure is a handy thing. Gives me complete control over the top police inspector in the country. What's the matter? All those broken bones smart a bit? What's it like to feel pain? Does it make you feel alive? Why are you doing this? And then any kind of question for a top investigator to ask? Isn't it obvious? Revenge, of course. Revenge on all the people who stole my life away 10 years ago. Don't be ridiculous. It was a meteorite that stole your life. Or have you forgotten that? Wrong. It was murdered by all of you. Detective Jad, who chased me down and forced me into a corner even though I was innocent. Lynne, that girl who was right there where I was running. Lynne, she was just an innocent little girl playing at the park. If that brat hadn't been there, I never would have thought of taking her hostage. That's the most self-centered garbage I've ever heard. And finally you, Inspector Cabanela. Me? You hadn't done what you did. I never would have pointed a gun at that kid. So proud of your spotless record. My case was one blot on it, wasn't it? Only two people know the real truth. Me and Detective Jad. I bet tonight's execution will be quite a relief to you, won't it? One of the people who know about the stain on your record will disappear for good. That's why you didn't help him escape from prison. That's the kind of guy you are. I got nothing to say to you. You'd never listen anyway. What the fuck? Whoop, 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 whoop. Is he just gonna rise right back up like nothing ever happened? Oh, shit. This puppet got no strings. Ye gods. Now then, Inspector. I'd make a big red stain on your spotless white coat. Oh, shit. It was another condition of my deal. To wipe out everybody who knew about Temsic. How the fuck am I supposed to stop that one? Revenge? That's what I'm up to? None of this makes any sense. Hey, man. Mind telling me what's going on? Inspector Cabanela, he's awake. My head is spinning, baby. You might understand. That Cabanela character who just got shot is me? That's right. And you're supposed to be the scoundrel there who just shot me. I guess so. But you couldn't be, could you? Huh? After all, the guy in the red suit just walked out the door, right? So, who are you? I guess I just have to face it. I'm not that Sissel guy. I'm somebody who's searching for himself. That's why I'm here to save you. At the very least, you have information about that guy in red. Information I need. So you came on a rescue mission now, did you? Nothing like the sound of that, baby. Because there's a very important life here somewhere. A life valuable to this nation. Okay, so do your thing, baby. Hold on, does he know about... But look at him. There's just something emanating from his body. Is that really the sign of having special powers to the dead? Okay, hold on. That's a good boy. Gee, a hostage sure is a handy thing. Gives you complete control over the top police investigator in the country. Are you a manipulator too? I have ghost tricks, powers of the dead, yeah, but I can't control living creatures. Anywho, I think you better be very careful. That guy in red is a manipulator. Naturally, he knows about powers like yours. If he realizes you're here, things might get a little sticky. You're right, I better be careful. What's going on? I've never seen the ghost world like this. So you're here, are you? He sensed my presence. I noticed you. You think you can stop me, don't you? Oh, she's looking right at the camera. Don't look at me. I don't know why you're wearing my face, but you might as well give up now. I control everything. Damn it! Everything, including the life of this police inspector in white. Wait, don't shoot! Southern Me knows the powers of the dead well. Who wouldn't notice what you just did? You're practically shouting, "Look at me, baby." Looks like it might be hard to save under these circumstances. Guess I can't use my powers right in front of him like that. I guess I better rewind the clock again, see if I can pick up any other clues. Ah, shit. Okay, top of this bookshelf is lined with books, so on the top is balanced so precariously it's a wonder it doesn't fall off. How'd the old pigeon guy even reach up here? I wonder if he makes his pigeon fetch it for him. From the beginning! I'm not getting caught up in your pace. Okay, do I have to like knock the helmet on him when he's like a little further ahead maybe? This is fucking intense. Okay, I can't do anything with the book up there. I can do something with the steam lid, I can do something with the... Maybe I should call for help? But I'm in the time of the past. I can't go through the phone line. It's not active. Never mind. What's the matter? All those broken bones smart a bit? What's it like to feel pain? Does it make you feel alive? Why are you doing this? Now, is that any kind of question for a top inspector to ask? Isn't it obvious? Revenge, of course. Revenge on all the people who stole my life away 10 years ago. I really thought that was it. Oh, as long as head. Okay. Boo 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 boo. Maybe I just gotta time it right. Maybe I have to slap the gun back into his hand. Ooh. Well, let's just lock me over here. Oh, I have to be on the kettle so I can get through the floor and go get Pigeon Guy's help. Okay. Yeah. I gotcha. Yeah, when he knocks it on the floor, I can use it to get down into the... Yeah, sick. It all makes sense. Get mad, Cecil. Lose your control. Whatever your actual name is. That's not the name. Why didn't Jowd tell us the name of the guy? Oh my god, what the hell? Look at this place! Completely trashed. What in the world happened here? I think I'm starting to remember. Something bad happened here. And now, there's another death line hidden here. What? Another death? Didn't I tell you from the start? Didn't I say there was a very important life, valuable to the nation here? I thought you were talking about you. I'm just a crazy character in a white coat, baby. Pigeon Guy. Oh no. You're actually an important character, not just a meme? Hey, come to think of it. Where's that old Pigeon Guy? The hoist will move and fall off the track. Put me down. Open the toolbox. It'll make a slide. There we go. Now on to old pigeon guy. Well, there's another room below this place. Excuse me. Are you awake? Of course. I never sleep during work hours. Professor, do you recognize me? There's only one crazy character in a white coat that I know. He hasn't lost his memory. I'm not the type who likes losing things. But never mind that. Carbonella, this is quite a surprising guest you brought with you. Pretending like he just didn't blow up the place. Are you talking about me? Oh, this is a different guy. I'm his guest, actually. He said he came to rescue us. Unlike you, my sharp friend, he still hasn't gotten his memory back. Pitiful. Oh, that hurts. Anyway, now we'll be going back 4 minutes before your death. In order to change your fate, that is. Not we already in the past, man? Well, we can go back even further. I've done it before. I still don't see a path to save Inspector Carbonella. But if we go back further, maybe I'll find a lead. Time keeps on slipping into the past now. How many times I would tell you, Professor, this place is dangerous. Don't be daft, I can't leave now. He's completely dead, but just as I thought, I'm getting a reading. This is the source of his powers. If I remove it... He's not dead, he's just not there. The true form of the manipulator is something you can detect. It's a spirit. Ridiculous. So you figured it all out, huh? You're a clever man, Inspector Carbonella. So it's really true, I wasted a lot of time tonight because of you, Inspector. But it's all just like you said. Died 10 years ago. This body's just a vessel, a shell. I control everything. This shell, people, just like I control the Justice Minister and Lynne. So it's true, you were manipulating your body that time. You made her shoot your shell. But why? Why would you do a thing like that? Create conclusive evidence, you know, on that security tape. Now she's a murderer too. She'll suffer just like Jao did. Now then, Professor, I'm afraid it's time for you to die. I don't have any grudge against you. I'm even grateful to you. Oh yeah? So why don't you let me live then? I'll be leaving this country forever tonight, but before I do, I need to erase all evidence these powers of mine exist. Along with the contraption in this room. Oh, shit. This time the thing will work the way it was meant to, and it'll all be over. Cupid won't turn this time. He'll shoot his little arrow this way. Fucking dynamite. Professor, look out! So fucking other Cecil's gonna be here the whole dynamite, eh? When the devil did he put that there? He planned it all out tonight. Having my baby shoot him, having his corpse disappear. His corpse disappeared. The medical examiner, remember him? He was complete not because he was blue. God damn it. Damn it, I was right. Said he was going to take the corpse back to the lab, but he all made the deal with the manipulator to meet him and give him the body back. I wasn't going to let that happen, baby. You saw through their plan, eh? I noticed it right away the medical examiner didn't know the first thing about examining a body. I knew he was a fake, so I tracked him down and bought him off. Bought him off? I had him smuggle the corpse to this room. Thought we could find the source of his powers. Of course, never mind, I was dreaming. I think his abilities were powers of the dead. Anyway, there isn't much time. He's leaving the country before dawn. And I'm gonna follow him, of course, after I save you two. But something's been nagging at the back of my mind. I remember what Ray said to me tonight. He said the spirits cease to exist when the day breaks. But if that's true, how could a spirit from 10 years ago still be here? No time for thinking now, baby. Action is the name of the game. Work your magic and take us back, even further into the past. Return. Alright, man, jump in there and stop that explosion, would you? Easy enough for you to say. Foolish for you to say, too. You stop the explosion, you'll do me in some other way. Fair enough. Then jump in there and take care of that man in red, would you? I repeat, easy enough for you to say, and most likely impossible to boot. That huge explosion didn't even make him bat an eye. Well, what do you propose then, Prof? Pray tell. Your best bet is to save me during the explosion without him noticing. Easy enough for you to say. Sheesh, what's with all these people? Anywho, jump in there and do something. Clearly I'd just take him through that hole in the floor, right? What in the world is this thing? The device has a meteorite data entered into it. If it detects tamsic radiation, it responds. Got that, kid? Is that a lovely thing? Oh, does the tamsic radiation give people powers? Is that why Missile has powers then? Because he died right over the meteor? I guess sometimes it's important not to think about things too much. What a sorry pair. You daft. Whoa, what do you think you're doing? I just thought I'd try it out. You do, you're going to stick a traption in motion. Oh yeah. You just thought, he thought he'd blow me up is what he thought. Oops, that was my bad. I have a whole lot of things I can use my tricks on in this room. Alright. Basically just gotta wait then. He's completely dead, which is as I thought. I'm getting a reading. This is the source of his powers. If I remove it... He's not dead. He's just not there. His true form, the manipulator, isn't something you can detect. It's a spirit. Ridiculous. You're a clever man, Inspector Cabanella. What's really true, I wasted a lot of time tonight because of you, Inspector. Just like you said, it's no use, I can't open it. The fact the guy in red is standing have anything to do with it? Is he more heavy-set than he looks, too? Why are you asking me? This door. Such a pity, too bad it doesn't open downward. Sometimes life can be so hard, wouldn't you agree, Professor? Yeah, that's why we're both dead. A door that opens downward, eh? Now then, Professor. We'll leave this country forever tonight, but before I do, I need to erase all the evidence that these powers of mine exist. Along with the contraption in this room. You perhaps already noticed. Time's running out, baby. Yeah, no perhaps about it, I know. But you know, I don't know a whole lot of things to use my ghost tricks on in here. Looks like it's all over. Unless I find another path, I'm sort of in a deadlock here. Sissel. Hey, I know that voice. Help me. Well, where are you? Find me. Before I'm carried away. What did the frail sound call for help? He's here somewhere. A friend of yours? Yep, a little guy that looks a little fragile, but has strength that'll surprise you. He's asking you to find him. And before he's carried away, no less. But I'm almost out of time. Should I look for him? Where the hell could Missile possibly be that I can reach? That professor said I don't have anything to do with it? I mean, it looks small, but I'm pretty heavy set. I'm so proud of that fact, too. This door, such a pity. Too bad it doesn't open downward. Someone's life can be so hard. That's why I wrote that. Okay, so I gotta use missile to switch that door or the door that opens downward, but I gotta find him first. Okay. Okay. Done. Alright, so I need to like lift me up just slightly higher. Or maybe he's gonna set the measuring device, the big box, down somewhere, and that'll give me the range I need. Ridiculous. Missile's gonna be upstairs and outside, probably. He was on a leaf last we saw him, right? Just as you said. No, you're getting me farther away from my destination, damn it. It was true, you were manipulating my baby at that time. You made her shoot your shell. But why? Why would you do a thing like that? To create conclusive evidence, you know, on that security tape. Now she's a murderer too. She'll suffer just like Zhao did. Now then, Professor. I'm leaving this country forever tonight, but before I do, I need to erase where all evidence these powers of mine exist. Along with the contraptions in this room. That's all. Where though? I think I have to let the death happen, and that'll. I think I went back in time too early. Maybe. Sissel. There he is again. Farewell. Sounds like your little pal was carried away. Where was he? Maybe you should have tried to find him somehow. Maybe you should have looked around, you know, from corner to corner, baby. Now what? Maybe I should start over. From corner to corner, you say? It's easy enough for you guys to say. You're just a passenger in this ride. I'm the one steering this damn ship. What the hell's going on down here? I mean, I need to open the door while no one's on it. Is the professor gonna step off at any point? Okay. Now Sissel's gotta take a step. Damn it! Whoa, what do you think you're doing? Just try it out. Oh yeah. Little mice palling around down there. Oh wait, hold on. Hold on, I'm so dumb. Oh no, I can't. Okay, I was thinking maybe I could switch to control him. There he is, his leaf! Sissel, here I am! Oh hey, it's... Missile! What are you doing there? Do you really have to ask? Seriously, are you really going there? No, that's okay. Never mind. Anyway, I need your powers. Will you help me out? Of course! Here, let me come join you. It's missile time! Alright, we're gonna tire now. Anything around? Okay, here I am, Cecil. Now maybe things will flow in a new direction. Even though the flow of the sewer is a little bit stinky. Fate changed. Trick time. Alright, so we need a door that opens downwards. What are we working with here? Do you remember how to use my powers? Yeah, you can swap things of the same shape, right? Well, to be precise, I can swap things that look like they have the same shape. What's the difference? If I was being carried by the wind and following through, I realized something. If you look at things from a different angle, it looks different. You know, that's a pretty good point for the little dog you came in with the sewage. So what, can I switch this tire with, like, something that's, like, flat in the side? Could I, like, swap these two around? Ball and lamp. Those squeaky guys are making a fuss about something. Cecil, my animal instincts are starting to surface. You mean you wanted to chase them? I think you have to be alive to do that. Must be some kind of rat feast in that trash can. Those things usually make a bigger commotion than that. A bigger commotion, eh? Hold on, can I switch the tire and the trash can lid? Because from, like, a different angle they look... Can't reach it anyway. Peace up, my little friends. Oh my god, look at them all pile in. What the hell's going on in there? I just turned from a rat feast to a rat orgy. Now that's what I call some proper commotion. I'm making that trash can dance. Truth be told, I feel a little bit like dancing now myself. It's getting harder and harder to hold my wild instincts back. What a dangerous bunch. Ah! Now we're wheeling and dealing, baby. Oh, and then when it lays flat. Okay. I see your game. We gotta wait a little while longer, though. Look out! Yeah, perfect timing, team. Sorry, little pigeon. As for you, Inspector, I have a little job for you. I can't move. I think I have 4 or 5 broken bones. I don't mind. It won't prevent me from manipulating you. Might make it hurt a little bit when I move you, though. Quite a bit, actually. Damn you! Fate of our dead. Still might be dead. I can't believe it. You lot actually pulled it off. Sorry, Inspector Cabanel, I couldn't do anything to help you. And there I am, a poor broken heap of arms and legs. But no matter, I enjoyed the show. The magic disappearing act, that is. Nothing like it, baby. Yeah, except, unlike a normal magic trick, I'm the one that managed to vanish without Tracy. Updated the phone book. Fate averted. Now this guy can save Cabanela, right? What's the matter? You look like you'd rather be dead. Not that you aren't. I was remembering the fact that right about now, the real me is giving the poor Justice Minister a real fright. On that phone call, yeah, he was pretty upset. Excuse me, mister. You really shouldn't be mean like that. And what's this lively little creature? Oh, this doggy is the warrior who keeps Camilla safe. Well, he would be if he was actually still full of life. Camilla. Gods in heaven, what a terrible thing. That poor little girl taken hostage. It's a cruel twist of fate indeed. Wait just a minute. Miss Camilla is a hostage. Yes, we're sorry, little warrior. Miss Camilla, a hostage? What's a hostage? Anyway, Inspector Cabanela, it's time to save your life now. But you couldn't get very far when you tried before, am I right? Well, this time it's different, right, Cecil? That's right. With us working together, it's a whole different situation. We'll save the Inspector in white, and then we'll go rescue Camilla, okay? Okay, let's hurry up and get through this. Gee, kids, you're making me feel like an afterthought. Alright, up, get to work. Alright, let's get started. Inspector Cabanela's upstairs, so our first step is to get up there. Cecil, you go up first, and I'll go up first and wait for you. Geez, that zippy little pup. Are you gonna take me for a ride, Professor? Okay, lovey-dove, we need your help. Carry this measuring device upstairs. It has Mr. Ghost in it, so don't drop it. Oh my god, someone who's actually helping. Thank you. Trick time. You got grit, little pigeon. I better get up there before little pigeon's strength gives out. Missil's waiting for me. I better hurry. There you are, Cecil. Sorry for the wait, Missile. 4 minutes from now, the Inspector will be killed by a gun. You just jump in there and stop him from firing, won't you? Oh, there you go again with that stuff. Besides, it doesn't make any sense. If you stop him from firing, he'll just kill you some other way. Wait a minute, that sounds familiar. Yup, same situation as mine. Your best bet this time around is to allow him to shoot and then save Cabanela without him noticing. Ooh, it's even worse than the last time. Anyhow, jump in there and do something. Alright, I'm ready to jump in, Cecil. Don't forget, whenever I use my powers, just tap right. Okay, so I need to find something the same shape as a bullet. Okay, so I can switch the knit hat and the hard hat. What else here is matching shapes? I think Cecil might be in the way here. Let's... Oh, did you see that? That bad Cecil turned around. You have to call him that? But yeah, maybe this is our chance to try some ghost tricks. Well, having his eyes off me too. There's something to do. Do it now. I made the first step towards saving the Inspector. Okay. What was that? That was clearly important, but I don't know how. Bet tonight's execution will be quite a relief for you, won't it? One of the people who know about the stain on your record will disappear for good. That's why you didn't help him escape from prison. That's the kind of guy you are. I had nothing to say to you. You never listen anyway. We're done. Oh god, I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. So Cecil, could you explain something to me? Exactly how did the man in white die? He got shot with a gun. Gun. Huh, I've always wondered about those things. How come people die when they hear that loud bang? Huh? Oh, why do they? I can't remember. Oh, brother, I hope I never lose my memory. Mr. Whitecoat here died because he got shot with a bullet. Bullet? A little lump of metal. It proves fatal when it gets lodged in his head. Uh-huh, I get it. It's like a little tiny Mino, right? Yeah, something like that, I guess. Different shape, though. In that case, I have to use my powers on it to save the man in white. Hey, good news, eh, Whitecoat? Can't anybody here just call me Cabanella? But is there anything here that's bullet-shaped? I guess at the right angle, but I kind of fucked up the angle of the hat when I knocked it. Ooh. Yikes, I'm a little scared right now. Why didn't he die? Because he's already dead. He died 10 years ago. I knew full well he wouldn't die if I shot him. Then why did you go through the trouble of shooting him at all? Time's almost up, that's enough chit-chat. But now the situation's changed slightly. These last split seconds are our chance. Now then, Inspector, I'm gonna make a big red stain on your spotless white coat. Guess there's a big team that so many people know about the ghost tricks. Okay. So he spins that around, he grabs the gun. This is another condition of my deal. To wipe out everybody who knew about Timson. He's going to shoot, it's too late. It's no use. Even with my powers, there's nothing I can do. I don't see anything to swap the bullet with. I guess you didn't make it in time. I'm so sorry, Inspector. I guess I'll have to try again. Again? I'm gonna get shot again? Okay, so I need to create something bullet-shaped. Okay. I should do it. Let's stop the guy from firing without him noticing. In other words, once it's fired, the bullet will be the key in the whole. Oh, I probably could have used the Once the stepladder was closer, Cecil probably could have got out of here with it. Okay, yeah. Speed up time a little tiny bit. Okay, perfect. Gotta get in position for the point where Cecil turns around. And finally you, Inspector Cabanella. What was that? We'll wait in here. Okay, we need to get Doggy Boy out. We're gonna need this chair in a second, so the dog can't be there. Back to Cecil. Alright, take your shot, Cabanella. You gotta get the room set up for me. Yeah. That sure is the kind of guy he is. The kind of guy who's gonna kick your ass with my help. Boom. I got nothing to say to you. You never listen anyway. Okay, all the way across the room. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now it comes on back. Just in range for me to trick it when he steps up. Gone! Come on, stepladder. Let's get this done. Yeah. Now it looks like a bullet. Oh, okay. Time till death. Do your thing, missile. Alright, the slap happens. Oh wait, shit, I wasn't ready yet. Oh, okay, I'm not done yet. There's no condition in my deal. Okay. I could switch the knit hat with the book. I thought that was bullet-shaped enough, but I clearly need another step. There you are, Cecil. Good luck, kids. I guess maybe I need to warp the hat even further. Okay, hold on. Wait for this boy to knock the kettle down. Oh my god, there's so much waiting in this. Okay. We got this. We're a patient sort. Unlike evil Cecil here, who just needs all his fucking stuff done tonight. I wonder how he managed to preserve his spirit. Was Ray just a filthy liar? Oh my god, was Ray working with that guy? What's that? Okay, put Cecil in wait here. Nope. Now. Wait right here for the. Oh, I guess we can just wait in the thing. And spit in that thing. That's the kind of guy you are. Yeah, okay, buddy. Take your shot. Pop off, man. Oh, okay. And he drags himself across the room. Again, lurches on up. That's all you need to do. Down to the wire now. We bring the knit hat. You bring it back over. And then I get I'm out of the way already. Missile does the swap of the century. This falls down. I don't really know what that accomplished, if I'm being honest, but maybe Cecil can do something now. Oh, let's get out of the way as much as we can. I guess in the phone. Is that sufficiently bullet-shaped? No, it's the same as the book was. Hold on, what did that accomplish? I'm so confused. Oh, the knit hat in the book won't connect. Okay, is the knit hat sufficiently bullet-shaped now? Okay, let's get Cecil the fuck out of the way, so this is a little easier. This is it. This is our moment. Take your shot. Another condition of my deal. About everybody who knew about Timpson. He's going to shoot. It's not too late. It's no use. There's nothing I can do. I don't see anything to stop the bullet with. Guess you didn't make it in time. I'm so sorry, Inspector. Guess I'll try. What? I'm so confused. Turn around. You fuck. Get Missile out the way. I guess Missile can wait up here in the book. This is clearly an important step, but I'm just not seeing the whole picture yet. What was I supposed to do with the hat once it was down? Maybe you gotta shape it back into a... Because it started the same shape as the other hat. Maybe I gotta get back to that shape. Motor along. Is there anything else over here I can interact with? Let's just examine. That's no dang good. Down, pop into the step ladder, move back over here. It's missile hour now. Now, back to Sissel. I think if there wasn't so much in the way, this could, in theory, reach the hat, no? Okay, maybe I wait for him to spin the desk lamp, and that'll give me a clear shot to do the swap. I don't know what that'll accomplish, but... Okay. Do I have time now? Would you look at that? The bullet is hanging in midair between the gun and the inspector's forehead. Now's our chance. I'm hearing the bullet right now. Let's swap this little thing with something else. What? It's our only hope. There's gotta be something here with the same shape and direction as the bullet. Hurry now, swap that hanging bullet with something else. There's gotta be something here with the same shape. I mean, that's a bit of a stretch, don't you think? Okay, whatever. I don't think he noticed. Looks like you pulled off another magical disappearing act, haha. And now I say again, I love knit hats. So warm, and most of all, soft. Did I do alright? You did a fine job, little one. You saved another life. And I'll keep doing it too. Over and over. What I saw in just these 4 minutes gave me all the answers I've been looking for. How our research these past 10 years pales in comparison, right, Professor? So you two were working together? That's about the size of it, yeah. Who would believe a story about a manipulator? We pursued ourselves, just the two of us. I'm quite a crazy character myself, after all. Okay, let's hurry back. Back to our time. We have to rescue Miss Camelot. You're right, Missile. And there's a certain guy I have to follow, too. Back to the present. And we have 2 new co-conspirators. I guess he knew to play dead for a little bit. After completing his revenge, Inspector Cabanel, the man of red, left. And now a new story is about to unfold in a new present. How are you feeling, you old crazy character? Hey there, Prof. We're both alive, I see. Yeah, nothing like it, baby. I don't know if I'm getting old or what. I got a few aches and pains here and there. Used to be a little thing like an explosion wouldn't bother me. Yeah, right, like I'm gonna believe that. So what? The guy in red is gone, eh? Just in case, I post special investigation units all around the building. Let's just pray the boss came through on us. Oh man, how many bones are broken in it? Yeah, you're done. You're gonna need no help. Damn, you picked a bad time not to listen to me, body of mine. Alright, you can set this next one out. I'm the only one you need. If I knew things were gonna end up like this, I would have tried to die in that explosion, baby. That way I could have been dancing after Big Red by now. Might be able to erase deaths, but it's true I can't do much about injuries. But really, you shouldn't talk that way. Yeah, sorry, I suppose you're right. I just hate feeling so helpless. He was right there, within my grasp. All our plans are resting on tonight, and then this had to happen. Guess he's thinking about his spotless record. It's not too late, Inspector. We still have a chance. Maybe I can catch him. Say, you're right. That's not a bad idea. I'll cooperate with you fully. Go ahead and fire away with any questions you like, Mr. Ghost. That guy mentioned revenge. Revenge against the people who stole his life away 10 years ago. He's a fool. He's the one who made the decision to take that little girl hostage, and he wound up dead. He only has himself to blame. But what about when he said this? Burned his own hand. I was murdered by all of you. Detective Jowd, who forced me into a corner. Lynne, the girl who was playing in the park. And finally you, Inspector Cabanella. If you hadn't done what you did, I never would have pointed a gun at that kid. Yes, 10 years ago on that day, the Special Investigation Unit was working on a certain big case. We hauled in a young man, an important witness to our investigation. And then I did it. I made two very stupid mistakes. Detective, I'm telling you, I don't know anything about it. Fine, you're under no obligation to talk, of course. But if you don't, the Special Investigation Unit can make the rest of your life a living hell. But I just been assigned to the Special Investigation Unit, you see. They didn't share much info on big cases with a newbie like me yet, and I wanted to impress them. I was always supposed to be a simple matter of taking a statement, but I was too green. I pushed him too hard. I drove him into a corner and made him lose all hope. That was my first mistake, and then I made another mistake on top of that. Cabanella, got a minute? The chief wants to see you about your report. Got it, I'll be right there. You stay here and be a good boy now. And that's when I did it. I left him behind the interrogation room with my gun. How could you? He used my gun to escape. What he said is true. If I hadn't made that mistake, he never would have had a gun to point at Lynne in the first place. We first found out about the manipulator's existence during a certain overseas communication. For national security purposes, this customer keeps tabs on the communication networks. Particular communication was about making a deal with a certain foreign country. He said he wanted them to buy him and his powers. That's how we first heard about him. Of course, we didn't know what he looked like at the time. And in order to prove these powers of his, he gave them two predictions. He foresaw two completely preposterous, impossible cases. The case of a man who would sing national secrets during a live rock concert broadcast, and the case of a man who would take the chief commissioner hostage in his own office. Those two inmates at the special prison, eh? We kept tabs on their communications and launched an investigation. And then finally, we pinpointed where we were going to meet tonight and staked it out. When I chose this voice for Inspector Cabanella, I did not think he was going to have so much serious dialogue. That restaurant, the Chicken Kitchen. The manipulator plans on leaving this country tonight, on a submarine that belongs to the other country in the deal. Submarine? We haven't been able to find out where it's going to surface. It's terrifying to think what would happen if his powers were to fall into their hands. Right, highly unlikely they'd use them for peaceful purposes. And now they have that little girl as a hostage, Kamala. We have to stop him before he leaves the country. The spotless record of yours. Is it really that important to you? Of course, baby. In some ways, it's more important to me than my life. Than your life, eh? After all, it's because of my record that I'm able to get my hands on all intel as head of the Special Investigation Unit. And because of my position, I get to direct all aspects of the investigation into the Manipulator case. The Manipulator case? That's why you cared about your record so much. Of course. Why else, baby? I never believed in that man, Jowd, shooting Alma. I didn't care what he confessed. There was definitely something more to the story. Some secret. I did everything I could to climb the ladder. Everything in my power. And then I finally found the answer. It took 5 long years, though. The Manipulator. He's gonna prove that Jowd is innocent. What incredible determination. There's one thing I just don't understand. He was so determined to help Detective Jowd. Why didn't you help him escape from prison? That's an easy one, baby. Escaping from prison's a crime. I wasn't about to help him commit a crime for spending 5 years trying to prove him innocent. And he himself asked to be executed, you know. As a man of the law, I had to make sure the execution was stopped legally. And that's why I brought him before the Justice Minister, too. I need to buy as much time as I possibly could, baby. So that's it, eh? There's one little unfortunate result of all this. Lynne completely misunderstood your intentions. What's a little misunderstanding? My baby will come around. Give it time. But there's some more important things to do with our time tonight. Stop a murder, baby. Let's go. Mr. Superintendent, do you mind if I talk to you for a minute? I haven't always been a junkyard superintendent, you know. I used to be part of the police. The police, huh? Not as a detective, but as a medical examiner. I investigated victims' cause of death. 10 years ago, I was asked to autopsy a strange corpse. Hit by a meteorite fragment and died instantly. That's what the police report said. There were no signs of life. He was definitely dead. But I never filed an autopsy report. That's because the corpse suddenly vanished, leaving behind only one clue. An unusual corpse. I bet that's what I've been chasing all night. Can you tell me more? Yeah, sure. I have an interest in recovering your memory and finding your true identity too. That's the only way I can describe it too. It was an unusual corpse. He was dead alright, no questions about that. But there wasn't a scratch on him. Not a scratch. I thought he was hit by a meteorite fragment. I don't understand it any more than you do. I was completely bewildered. When I tried to autopsy him, I was even more puzzled. I couldn't perform the autopsy. You couldn't? What do you mean? The scalpel went in, but I couldn't cut. And as soon as I tried to make an incision, it would heal up in the very next instant. And that's how it went. And no scarring or blood either. It was like locked. I never had a chance to solve the mystery. That's because the corpse up and vanished on us. The morgue is well guarded. Nobody could have stolen that body. There's only one way the corpse could have disappeared. What's that? It got up and walked its way out. Yeah. Shit. You got one-way doors or something up in there? It got up, opened the door, and walked out on its own. What? He was dead, but he wasn't dead. We saw it with our own eyes tonight. Not even that explosion could kill him. And he didn't even feel it when he slammed his fist in that stove. The corpse left behind some data from some testing I did. I got some readings for some kind of radiation coming off that body. Radiation? I used all kinds of instruments, but I couldn't determine exactly what kind of radiation it was. Some undiscovered type from a world unknown? Oh, you should run it over me and missile and see if... Wait a minute, could it be... That's right. It was coming from that meteorite fragment. I went to the park and tested the spot where the meteorite fell, and just as I expected, I detected radiation coming from that crater. It was the exact same pattern as the radiation on that corpse. At that time, I thought he was some kind of immortal being. He would die only to come back to life. I wanted to research it all in depth, so I quit my job as a police medical examiner. Well, you wanted to find immortality yourself? I came to learn the connection between my research and the manipulator case, thanks to the arrival of this crazy character here. Oh, stop now, Professor. You want to see me blush? It was about a year ago, I'd say. This man in white came dancing into my research lab here. I heard there was an oddball here who's researching Temsic. Is that you, baby? Who are you to be calling anyone an oddball? I was investigating the manipulator case then. When I heard there was a man who quit the police force to study the meteorite, when I heard that, it was like a meteorite had struck me on the head. At the time, we were just starting to get leads on this manipulator. I didn't know who he was yet. All we knew he was communicating with a certain foreign country. And in one of those communications, we had the manipulator say this: "The source of my power is not of this world." And that's when I put two and two together, baby. The manipulator case and Temsic was somehow connected. Which also explained how 5 years ago he used his powers to manipulate a birthday surprise a little girl made for her mother. And he had added that gun to the contraption, most likely by controlling Kamala. Yeah. The contraption in the basement here. You built that to try and help Detective Jowd? That's right. Jowd and I worked together back when I was with the Force. I used the reports of his case to try and recreate the device, but there was just one part of it that I couldn't reproduce, no matter how hard I tried. Kamala told Jowd did something she shouldn't have done, made an impossible move. I added that part to the device I recreated, but the part that would allow Cupid to rotate, otherwise the gun wouldn't fire. So that must mean someone must have manipulated Kamala's contraption. As a result, we proved to ourselves that the manipulator actually existed. Inspector Cabanella! Hey, baby. Sorry about the phone call. Must have sounded like a real villain. Hate to spoil your image of me. Oh, that cool cat inspector you always looked up to. Is that really the image she had of him? Inspector Cabanella, I'm sorry. I just heard. You were chasing after that man all this time to try and help Detective Jowd. This manipulator's such a dangerous character. I was hoping you didn't have to be involved. So that's why you had me arrested tonight, isn't it? Like I always say, if somebody's in the way, throw him in the slammer. Yikes. Tonight. I really thought we finally had him. My body gave out on me right at the critical moment. Like a cruel joke. Aha! But a joke is a joke. You might as well laugh. Jowd! The minister called off the execution order. Wait, so if we just get the minister now and Park Guy, then we have all our co-conspirators in one room. And while he's at it, we let Detective Jowd go free until tomorrow morning. That's a pretty extreme while he was at it. Sorry it took so long to get here. You can leave the rest to me. There you go again. You've always been like that. You make everybody else run around and then you swoop in at the last second. Jowd. 5 years ago, you left this coat with me just before you turned yourself in. I promised to give it back to you one day. Oh, hell yeah. Boom! Detective Convict on the case. I've been waiting so long, Detective Jowd. Waiting for this day to come. Thanks for not giving up on me, Lynne. Okay, I'm off then. Good luck, my old friend. The present you gave me. It's just what I needed. Thank you. Glad you like it. What's that supposed to mean? Sissel, are you there? Yeah, I'm here. You and I have to go find that man. I need your help. Will you do this with me? Sure, but how? We don't know where the submarine is and the phone line doesn't work. They use communication cables to make their calls. We'll get you hooked up somehow. You'll see. Could you wait there until we do, please? Okay, fine. I'm counting on you. This true self you've been looking for. I bet you'll find it soon. Alright, I'm leaving, Inspector Cabanella. It's almost dawn. I'm not who I thought I was. I'm actually further from knowing who I am than ever. But now, I don't feel so alone. Each one of us, for his or own truth reason, is looking for the truth. Together, I think we can shed light on these mysteries and drive away the darkness. But it's almost dawn. Oh my god, chapter 15 to 3:39 a.m. We're getting real close to the dawn. What season is it? How much time do we got left? Oh my god, look at it all. Save the current data, but we can't do another chapter. God damn. We're well and truly into the end game now. I think next stream might be the completion. So hey, come back and see the final episode maybe? Thanks to everyone who came to my stream today, whether you're a lurker, a VOD viewer. No chatters today, but hey, that doesn't really matter. We're here having fun with the game. I hope that you come back for the next one, but if this is the only chance you gave me, hey, thanks for giving me a try. Until next time, well, bye-bye.